Remember, this is Midland State University radio station, and my name is your Uncle Kyle. And of course, you know there is no subject for quality. And this is another session of the counseling services sessions on Midland State University radio station. And this time around, we are delving into a topic that is quite interesting. And it appears to a lot of people because at one point, I also want to say that I'm a victim of I'm a victim of anger, Mr. Munyira. So, of course, I am with Mr. Munyira again in the studio on our yet another session of the counseling services sessions on MSU Radio. And today we are looking at anger management. Mr. Munyira, because I believe that you chose this topic. Why did you choose this one?
Thank you very much, and greetings to you all. Mm-hmm. You know, I chose this topic because anger is inevitable. Mm-hmm. Everyone is affected by anger. Mm-hmm. And anger is the source of many issues related to abuse, domestic violence, conflicts, mental health issues. So anger is at the center with regards to issues that affect people's well-being, that affect people's relations. So I decided to choose anger.
All right.
Because of anger, people can commit suicide. Because of anger, people can enter into drug and substance abuse. So anger is quite a topic to talk about today.
All right. So speaking of anger, before the guys behind the scenes get angry right now, let me say big shout out to Ralph and Nico, who are making sure that this video is also available on our social media platforms. That is on YouTube, it's MSU Radio, and on Facebook, Transforming Communities. On Instagram, it's MSU Radio 90.3 or 101.7 FM. Now, what is anger, Mr. Munyira?
Anger is an emotion.
Okay.
That shows that someone is sad, is frustrated, is in pain. Someone is hard done. Someone is in bitterness. So that is anger. It is inevitable. Yeah. And okay.
Okay, I can relate that you have a lot to enlighten me about issues to do with anger. But now I understand that no one can escape anger at some point, because at any given time, if you are pushed to the limits, anyone can get angry. But maybe what matters is about what one does with the anger or when they are angry. Because I think for us to avoid getting angry is something that is hard to do because any person is pushed to the limits. I don't know if you have any comment on that one.
I have a comment, sure. And you are quite in line because we are saying, this is why we are saying anger is inevitable. As long as you are a human being, at one time or the other you get angry. Why is it inevitable? Because it is caused by two factors. It is genetically caused, and it is also caused by environmental factors. So by genetics, we are talking about it is inherited. So we are born with it. This is why you see even a two-day-old baby can get angry and cry and all that because we are born with it. So we inherit anger. And by environmental factors, we are saying that other people are causing you to be angry. So these we can control very much. And but we can also do a lot in terms of even the genetics, giving awareness like what we are doing. We are saying when you are living with someone, could be your lover, could be your workmate, could be your schoolmate, that person can get angry. that person gets angry. Yeah.
Now, who gets angry now? Who has got to? Because I believe that kuna vamwe vanhu vanopfumirwa kunzi zvinoacceptiwa, or what? At what situations?
This is where I always say, Uncle Kyle, this is where I will say there is no virgin in the maternity ward. To say, everyone, as long as you are alive, you get angry. Regardless of your social status, regardless of your age, you get angry. Everyone gets angry. Yes.
And the repercussions are quite large, which is why you should take us through the effects of anger.
Yes. Anger is it causes a lot of damage to property. When some people are angry, they can destroy property. Damage to relationships. When some people are angry, they can actually divorce. They can actually affect their relationship at work. When some people are angry, they can commit suicide. When some people are angry, they can block their chances to make business with other people. So anger also affects us physiologically. When people are angry, even their blood pressure becomes quite unstable. They can be affected in terms of appetite. Even the libido can also be affected when someone is angry.
That's very true.
The sexual life is also affected when someone is angry. So there is a lot of imbalance, disequilibrium physiologically within someone's makeup.
Now, how do you manage that? How can we manage anger? I think that's the $1 million question, because since we have accepted that, everyone, it's inevitable.
Yes.
Yeah.
But before we go to the management, there are also benefits to anger.
Okay.
We have actually talked about the disadvantages of anger, but it's also important.
Okay,
to
on
talk
the
about,
effects.
Yes,
Sure.
it's also important to talk about the benefits of anger. Anger is also a defense mechanism. When people know that if I do A, B, C, do to Uncle Kyle, he will be angry, then they won't do it, because they know that this action is disapproved. So anger is actually a way to say, you cannot continue patronizing me. You cannot continue doing that to me. So I am saying, people must not try to hide their anger. There are times when it is necessary to show the anger.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
How do you show
to actually
anger?
tell you that, no, Mr. Kyle, you cannot do this. You'll be crossing my lines. You will be crossing my lines. Don't bottle up that feeling. Tell the person, this is not well. It's not doing well with me. I don't like it.
I think that's the problem that we have, because culturally there are people who feel that, because generally as people we do not want to be confronted, especially with the truth.
Yeah,
that's one thing that is causing a lot of commotion in the whole world, because the truth sometimes is manipulated and not told as it is, because as people we do not want to be told the truth. Iwewe, you are a bad person and I don't like that.
Yes, my dear. I like your characterization here. But ignoring the truth does not change the truth. People may decide to ignore the truth, but you can't change it. So people must be prepared to say out when they are not happy.
And also those who are being said out those words to should also be able to accept without, I don't know, is it without criticism or without much feelings?
This is where your dear councillors come in. Because one of the reasons why people don't want to accept that the other person is angry about my actions is because of the weak ego, the weak self. When the self is vulnerable, an individual tries by all means to run away from the facts, run away from the truth, for fear of affecting the ego, the self, the vulnerable one. So we say, when people are in therapy, we are saying, the husband and the wife, right? Someone has angered someone and all that, and then we tell them that, please, let us confront our fears, those that we avoid, those that we think may affect our ego, ourselves. Yeah.
All right. So you briefly touched on the role of counseling now. So can we say that counselors can be able to calm somebody's anger?
We are able to give insight into the causes of anger to that individual, and we try to instill some tolerance to that person, to say, in as much as you expected good things from this person, but he or she is a human being. No one is perfect. Imperfection is part of being human. No one is round. So that we increase, enlarge that person's tolerance levels.
All right.
So we know that when the two people in argument come to us, they will leave the counseling room smiling. Yeah.
Right. Remember, this is MSU Radio 90.3 or 101.7 FM. And I am with Mr. Munyira on yet another episode of the counseling services sessions. And now, as we conclude this segment, can you just go through the implications of anger to mental health?
Anger, as I've said, it's an emotional issue alongside anxiety, alongside frustration, alongside fear, alongside embarrassment, alongside rejection, alongside guilty. It is an issue that we need to work on in our people so that we are able to manage anger, so that it doesn't reach levels where we can lose life, we can lose relationships, where we can lose opportunities, where we can lose property. You know, some people actually burn the property because they are angry. And the next moment, the children don't have television. They cannot see the cartoons because the mother was very angry last night, or because the father was very angry last night. And there are results of in GBV, gross bodily harm. The next thing, things are not well. So there are so many consequences when anger is not managed. We need to practice anger management. And one of the issues that relates to that is that we need to stop reacting when we are angry. Stop making important decisions when you are angry. Give yourself time to pause. You can count up to 20, right? Before taking any action, before saying any word, because you can never unsay what you have said. So it is important to avoid saying anything when you are angry until some 2-3 minutes, then you begin to say out something. Yeah, because we want to ensure that people manage anger amicably. We must be able to solve difficult issues with dignity. Yes.
Yeah, I think now that's just what is hard for a lot of people to be able to face difficult issues, with dignity, because the moment we're about to face our hardest times, that's the moment we break, that's the moment we lose it all. And I wish there was a way that all that could happen easily. But yeah, there is a way. That's why counselors are there to make sure that they talk us through it all, because we understand that everyone gets angry. But it takes you having to talk to the right person, because I also think that people are also seeking guidance and counseling from the wrong people who are not even certified to be having any record of counseling and how they should approach issues according to different backgrounds. Some people, they just judge issues according to the sex of the person. Probably the person is male or female, which is not the right way. So we are saying that you should at least seek help from qualified people. This is MSU Radio 90.3 or 101.7 FM, and my name is your Uncle Kyle, and we have said that this program is made available on YouTube. That is MSU Radio 90.3 or 101.7 FM. Until next time, stay tuned for now.